Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ruben, 33 years of age, and I live here in Nijmegen. I'm here to tell you something about myself and my life with the exoskeleton. 10 years ago, I suffered spinal cord injury at the T12 level due to a motorcycle accident. Since then, I'm paralyzed from the waist down and confined to the wheelchair. I work at a car dealership as a sales manager, and my hobbies are my dog Guus, boating, skiing, tennis, and I love to travel. I do not hesitate to take on a challenge, and that part is something the therapist from the St. Maartens Clinic remembered from my rehabilitation time there. They asked me to take part in a study involving letting paralyzed people walk again with the exoskeleton. My answer to the question was a big yes. If you see here, this was the first time. September 14th was the day that I stood tall for the first time after 10 years. It was an incredible feeling. Just being able to look at people at the same level, and after you have to do that from the wheelchair after 10 years, it's a very indescribable feeling. You feel like a complete man again. Also, being able to move forward without the wheelchair felt like independence. Training starts with balancing exercises. This was accompanied by a lot of standing up and sitting down, because my body simply wasn't used to standing up, so it was a bit exhausting. Something that stood out from the beginning was the fact that the pain in my back after sitting in the wheelchair all day simply wasn't there anymore. Training went so well that in no time I was walking on my own. And on my own I mean without the therapist holding me during the walking. This is when the real fun kicks in and you only want to go forward. At sometimes the system puts you back in your place, so if you can understand, some cursing was involved. After a few weeks of training, 3 times a week, I was cleared to go and walk outside. This was where the real challenge started. What makes it difficult is the fact that the sidewalk has a height difference, and also the tiles are not 100% flat. Meanwhile, time has told me that this also gets easier. Then there were the stairs. A very scary thought at first, but after we started walking up and down the stairs, we soon noticed that it's not so scary, and it provides me with an opportunity I didn't have for 10 years, going up a stairs. As a lot of buildings still don't have elevators, this means more freedom for me. Also, stepping up a curb to get to a sidewalk is easy with this option. After 10 weeks of training, the day has finally come. I was allowed to take the skeleton home with me and train every day and discover all it has to offer. Due to the fact there's not a lot of room in my house, I used the skeleton in a gym of a friend of mine. This way I had lots of room and there was always someone to accompany me. It went so well that after a few days of training, the therapist had to come over and adjust the walking speed because I wanted to go faster. It was time for a new challenge again. A walk in the park. A few months ago, I thought this was impossible. But now, thanks to the exoskeleton, I'm able to walk in the park with my dog or with my friends, enjoying nature and contributing to my health at the same time. Because clinical studies show that in addition to the mental boost walking gives me, it also enhances my health in general. For example, my bones are getting stronger, spasticity is being reduced, bladder and bowel control gets better, less use of medication, and less chance of bed sores. After 2 weeks of using the exoskeleton daily in my home situation, the day has come to return it. This was also the day that I realized that I didn't want to live without walking anymore. Due to the fact that health insurers do not pay for the skeletons yet, it was turned me to crowdfunding. After a crazy week full of media attention, I managed to get 4,500 donations for a total of 85,000 euros. I was overwhelmed by all the heartwarming reactions of all people, and I couldn't believe that I now own my very own exoskeleton. The fact that I'm now able to walk every day and benefit from all the things I mentioned earlier makes me want to literally stand up for other people with spinal cord injury, to try and convince our government and health insurance that the mental state and health in general benefits from using exoskeletons. In my future health, I see less wheelchairs and more exoskeletons. Let's all contribute where we can and make this happen. Thank you.
Ruben. I would love to ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
So this experience was so special for you, and you can now walk each day about an hour.
Yeah.
Obviously, the cost is huge. The insurers need to pay this. Crowdfunding for you was hugely important. Do you think crowdfunding can help you further, or can actually maintain the momentum that you've got going? I mean, obviously, dealing with insurers is hard.
Yeah, it's very hard, but I don't think that the crowdfunding that I did, I think if the next one and the next one and the next one also tries that, it would be great if the whole of the Netherlands pays for all those exoskeletons, but I think it has to be something health insurance need to look at, the mental benefits, but also, as I told just now, the physical benefits that it has. So, in my opinion, it's something health insurance should take in their package, but it has to take time.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And you mentioned to me beforehand that there are a few other countries where exoskeletons are more accessible. Should we take, should we take them as an example?
We should, yeah, we should. In Germany, it's not a health insurer, but it's an insurer for accidents, company accidents that pay for the exoskeletons. In the USA, they pay for the skeletons. I think it's mostly for the wounded soldiers and stuff like that. But the whole thought of my battle with the insurance is to the feeling when you can stand up and look someone in the eye. That's such a great feeling, and everyone in my situation should have the right to have the same feeling.
To have the experience. Wonderful. Thank you so much again.